Assalamu alaikum, this is Shwama Tuzara. Today my topic is basically the continuation of my previous lecture. In that lecture I have summarized or I've explained you completely that what are the ECG leads, what are the types of the ECG leads, how these ECG leads are functioning, how the terminals are formed, where the terminals are placed, how they connect to form leads, and about the anterior chest leads from V1 to V6, about the posterior chest leads from V7 to V9. So these are the all topics which we have discussed in our previous lecture. So please, if you're watching this video and you have not seen the previous video, so please give it a look, see it, and then watch this video. You'll form a great concept in your mind, inshallah. So today I'm going to discuss now that we have just a quick recall that this is suppose the lead 1, which is starting from right arm to the left arm. This is this lead 1, this is lead 2, this is lead 2, and this is the lead 3. Sorry. So just a simple concept which you should remember in your mind, and that will help you a lot in all and this understanding. My teacher Dr. Mubin, he told me and explained me in a very good way that wherever the positive terminal of the lead is present, that basically shows that the camera is attached there and it is looking the heart from that surface. Okay, so suppose this is lead 1, so remember this point: wherever the positive terminal of a lead is, this is a rule, you can remember it, there the camera would be present. Okay, so this is very important. Now suppose in lead 1, this is negative on right arm, positive on the left arm, so the positive terminal is present on the left arm. Similarly, AVL has its positive terminal here, so lead 1 and lead AVL has its cameras present here, and it is looking, this is the heart here, from the top left corner of our shoulder or our body. So you can just imagine this as if a camera I have placed on my left arm, and from here it is seeing my whole heart. And which part it will see? It will see, of course, the lateral or the left side of my heart. Okay, talking about lead 2, lead 3, and lead AVF. All these three leads, they have their positive terminal on the left leg. So evident from here that the three cameras will be placed here, and they will be watching or looking or observing or monitoring the heart from the inferior or the diaphragmatic surface of the heart. Okay, now talking about the chest leads: V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, and V6. So V1 and V2, this is suppose our heart, and V1 and V2 are placed, this is the septum, on each side of the septum. Suppose this is V1, this is V2, so they are looking the heart from both sides of the septum, and which means that if there is any problem in lead V1 and V2, that indicates the problem in the septum of our heart. Talking to about V3 and V4, V3 is present on the anterior surface of the heart, so it is looking the anterior surface of the heart. V4 is present now in between anterior and lateral, so we can call it is watching our anterolateral surface of the heart. V5 and V6, they are present on the lateral side, so they are very evidently seeing the lateral surface of the heart. So a simple rule to memorize these all chest leads are that we know they are unipolar leads. Their negative is already the visual center called the Wilson center. So these are already the positive leads. So for chest leads, wherever the lead is present, that is their positive terminal. That means that the camera is placed there. So wherever they are present, under it which surface is present, they are seeing that surface of our heart, as I've told you before. Talking about the posterior leads, V7, V8, and V9, we use these to visualize the posterior side of our heart, so they basically show the posterior surface of the heart. Okay, now talking about that, if you have seen my first video, I've discussed in detail the arterial supply of the heart. So if you have seen that video, you have a clear idea that which surface is supplied by which artery of the heart. I'll give a brief overview here. Please go there and watch my first video on arterial circulation of the heart. So, lead 1 and AVL supplying the lateral or left surface of the heart. As we know, if this is the heart, its lateral and left side is supplied majorly by the left anterior descending artery, this lateral and left by left anterior descending artery and some part of left circumflex artery. Second part, lead 2, lead 3 and lead AVF, they show the inferior surface of the heart. So this inferior surface, as we know, is supplied majorly by the left anterior descending artery. LAD is left anterior descending artery. AVR shows the right side of the heart, and this is majorly supplied by the right coronary artery, most particularly its branch, the right marginal artery. Okay, then comes the chest leads. Here septum is supplied by the left anterior descending artery. We know that this is the septum on both side, on the left side is left anterior descending artery, which supplies anterior 2/3 of the interventricular septum. The anterior surface is supplied by left anterior descending artery. Anterolateral surface is also by left anterior descending artery. The lateral surface by left anterior descending and left circumflex artery, and the posterior surface by the posterior descending artery. Now you people might be wondering that why I am explaining the surfaces in relation to the blood vessels supplied by it, and what is the problem here, or what is the link here. So yes, now I'm going to discuss that why I am explaining all this you in detail and why it is important. Suppose if this is an area of a heart, it get infarcted, it get ischemic, it get damaged, means that the artery which was actually supplying that area of the heart is now either blocked completely or incompletely, leading to diminished blood supply to that area, and as a result the tissues, they become hypoxic and ultimately they die, or they become ischemic, or ultimately infarct occur there, which we call myocardial infarction or MI. Okay, so this is a clinical correlate which will help you that why I'm discussing this whole scenario here. Now I've completed the whole point. Just a quick recall or a quick summary of the whole topic summarized is that first point, lead 1, lead AVL and lead 5 and lead 6, they show the lateral surface of the heart. So the ECGs on those surfaces, if they are abnormal, they will indicate that there is problem in the left lateral surface, or they are supplying arteries, the left anterior descending artery LAD and the left circumflex artery. Second point, lead 2, lead 3 and the lead AVF, they are looking at the heart from at their inferior surface. So any problem in these leads, their ECG pattern, if abnormal, will indicate that the inferior surface of the heart is going any damage, is being ischemic, is being infarcted. So we will exactly localize the problem of the patient, and the problematic artery would be left anterior descending artery.